Same word as noun and verb. However, there is prepositions.
Hey, Good afternoon, everyone. Yes. Did you receive the PDF files I shared yesterday? Okay. Those who have not received, please contact the admin department. Okay. Because immediately after your lecture, I had shared the files. Fine. So get in touch with them and see what's the problem. Okay. All right. So today I'm going to I have shared it from my side. Okay. Still, I'll ask them again that why you haven't received it. Okay. Okay. Now come out of it and focus here. Today I'm starting with the active passive voice. We have finished with tenses. So you know the tenses very well. So it will be easier for you to understand the voice, active and passive voice. Okay. I won't be uh, explaining it in detail. We will just revise the rules for active and passive voice. Everyone knows that if a sentence has an object present in the sentence, it can be converted into from active to passive and from passive to active. Now, in your exam, what are the possibilities of questions, right? First possibility is they will give you a sentence in active voice and they will give you four options with its passive voice, and you will have to choose the correct option. Or they will give you four options and ask you to identify the voice of that particular, or which sentence is an active voice, identify which sentence is in passive voice. Okay, so they will ask you to identify the, एक second. Yes, so identifying the voice, that is one possibility, and other converting from active to passive or passive to active, right? So these are the possibilities. Obviously you will have options, but again, to choose the correct option you should know the rules for changing from active to passive voice. Okay, you can see here there are three columns. The first column is about the tense, the second one is the active voice verb structure, or what is the form of the verb in active voice, and third column shows the form of verb in passive voice. So in simple present tense, the active voice sentence can have um, two possibilities. Here, see this am taking is from present continuous, okay? In simple present, you will just have take and takes. where you will have take with plural. With plural subjects, you will have take, and with third person singular subject, you will have takes. This will be the form of the sentence in active voice. For example, I take gifts. I take gifts. Then the passive voice becomes the gifts are taken by me. So you can see here in passive voice, the three possibilities are you can either have am taken, is taken, or are taken. Why? Because the structure of passive voice, we start with the object, then we add the helping verb. Now helping verb in the present tenses am, is, are. Then we add the past participle of the main verb, which is taken, plus by plus subject. Okay. So this is simple present. If it is takes, then your subject is third person singular. Okay, but the helping verb which you are going to use will depend on the object, whether the object is singular or plural. Depending on that, you will select which helping verb you are going to choose. Then in present continuous, you can have am taking, is taking, are taking. Okay, I am taking medicines. He is taking medicines. They are taking medicines. Let us suppose these are our sentences. Okay. Then your answer will start with medicines. Because it's plural, you will write are. Medicines are. Then in continuous tense, what do? We add being. If you remember, we add beng. Medicines are being. Then past participle of the main verb taken. Medicines are being taken by me, or by them, or by him. So this is continuous tense, present continuous. What you will remember? Helping verbs are is, are, am, is, are. Then which is followed by being, beng. Please don't forget this being, okay? Because the options will be confusing. So read each option carefully and then choose the correct option. And then you will have the past participle. Make sure you have a past participle present over there, okay? Present perfect, it will be either has taken or have taken, right? Now, depending on the object being singular or plural, you will decide whether you are going to write has or have in passive voice. Okay. After has or have, what do we have? Been, B-E-E-N. In continuous tense, you have been. In perfect tense, we write been, B-E-E-N. And then we have the past participle of the verb. So again, she has taken the bags. The bags have been taken by her. This is how you are going to solve. Simple past tense. Obviously, you will have V2, that is second past form of the verb, took. Passive voice, helping verbs are was or were plus past participle of the main verb. They took him. He was taken by them. Past continuous, was taken or were taken, active voice. In passive voice, same helping verbs, was or were, plus being, bing, and then you will have past participle of the main verb, taken. He was taking photographs. Photographs were being taken by him. Past perfect tense. See, in present perfect you had has or have. In past perfect it is had taken. It becomes had been taken. Look here. Has taken becomes has been taken. Have taken, have been taken. If it is had taken, it becomes had been taken. For example, she had taken the umbrella. The umbrella had been taken by her. So three kinds of present tense, three kinds of past tense. Next, is simple future. Simple future will have either will take or shall take. It becomes will be taken or shall be taken. So I will take the next flight. The next flight will be taken by me. Now you can have modal auxiliaries in place of helping verb. You can have modal auxiliaries and then it is followed by the main verb. Now modal auxiliaries are solved just like will. As you add will be, you add be after will. Similarly, after modal auxiliaries as well, we will add be. So it becomes can be, must be, may be, might be. Whatever is the modal auxiliary, add be after it, and then the past participle. Okay. She can take the dance classes. The dance classes can be taken by her. So these are the rules for different tenses. Okay. Any doubts here in the rules? Today's topic will not come for the test. No. Samarth, I didn't understand your doubt. Difference between active and passive voice means what? What are you asking? Why you are repeating the same doubt? What is this, Samarth? Yes, Samarth Raut. Huh? Why you are pasting the same doubt again and again? I can read it once. Huh? Okay. Uh, will and shall. Where to use will and shall? It will depend on the sentence. If in the given sentence they have used will, you will also use will. So it will be will be. And if in the original sentence they have used shall, you will use shall. We are not changing any verb. Okay. Whatever is there in the original sentence, you will use that. Hmm? Okay. Now, how you are going to identify which is the active voice and which is the passive voice? You have to understand why we are calling that any particular sentence as active sentence or passive sentence. Okay, I'm going to give you the same exercise. I'll take few examples, then you'll understand. Yes. Can you see this exercise number 39? No, no. By seeing it by word, that is not the correct way of identifying. Okay, sometimes by subject, this part is omitted in the sentence. Okay, so don't uh, remember like this that if by word is present, then it's passive voice. No, don't do that. Okay, understand the basic difference between active and passive voice. In active voice, the subject of the sentence is active, means whichever action is represented by the verb is actually done by the subject of the sentence. For example, here, look here, the cat killed the mouse. Now, here, what is the action? The action is of killing. Now, if I ask you, is the cat, which is subject of the sentence, doing the action of killing? Yes, the subject is doing the action of killing. That means my subject is active and that this sentence is an active voice. And the mouse is getting killed means what? The mouse is receiver of the action. So that is where it becomes object of the sentence. Okay. Look, now look at the third sentence. The boy was bitten by a dog. Now, what is the action here? Bitten. Okay. And what is the word which is representing the subject here? Boy. Now, is the boy biting anyone? Is the boy performing that action of biting? No. Means what? Our subject is not performing the action represented by the verb. Here, the boy is receiver of the action. So this becomes passive voice. So even if I remove this by a dog, if I just give you the boy was bitten, just by looking at the form of the verb, you should understand the boy is not doing this action. The boy is receiver of this action. So that is why this becomes passive voice. Here, solve this exercise. You're going to solve first 15 sentences. Just write down answers in your notebook, okay? You have to identify the sentence is an active voice or passive voice. Okay. Write down answers. I'm giving you 5 minutes. Correct, Sakshi. Yes, correct. Don't write in the chat box. After you have solved it, I'll tell you the answers. You can check your answers. Okay. This is for your practice. So do this sincerely. Samartha, first you solve it. Then I'm going to tell you the answers. Don't worry. No, just write down the answers. Just write down the answers. Don't write the verb. No need to write the verb. Just active or passive. You can just write A or B. That is enough. Don't worry about why you're thinking about today's test right now. I don't understand. You should be focusing here. Focus on the topic we are discussing. Why are you worried about today's test? Hmm? Test is very easy. Don't worry. You will be able to give the test. Active voice, look at the verb and the subject of the sentence. If subject is doing the action represented by the verb, it is active voice. And if the subject is receiver of the action, then it is passive voice. Because sometimes this by part, by a dog, by her, by him, this part is omitted. Okay. Yes, Shravani, it will be enough. Yes. Okay, let's discuss. First one, the cat killed the mouse. Now, what is the action here? Killing. Is the cat doing that action? Yes. So this is active voice. Second one, we compel the enemy to surrender. Okay. So now, what is the action here? Compelled. We compelled. Now, who compelled the enemy? We. So the subject is active. So this is also active voice. Third sentence. The boy was bitten by a dog. What is the action? Bitten. Is the boy biting anyone? No. The boy is getting bitten. The boy is receiver of the action. So it is passive voice. Fourth, the thief was caught. Now see, the thief was caught means, is the thief catching himself? No. Somebody caught the thief. कोणीतरी त्याला पकडलं ना. त्याने स्वतःलाच नाही पकडलं. Right? So this is, fourth one is also passive. Fifth one, the boy made a kite. Now what is the action? Making a kite. Who is doing this action? The boy, which is subject of the sentence. So this is active voice. Sixth one, the ship was burnt. Now see, is the ship burning itself? No, the ship is getting burnt. Somebody is burning the ship. So ship is receiver of the action. That is why passive voice. Now how to change? Okay, now here the subject is absent. So you can take any subject here, that somebody or they burned the ship. This will be the active voice. Seventh one, the young man made a disturbance at the meeting. Now, what is the action? Made a disturbance, okay? So, who did it? The young man. Now, is the young man subject of the sentence? Yes, subject is active. So, 7 sentences, active voice. Prasanna, what is confusing? Identify subject, verb, object. Then see if your subject is doing that action. जी कुठली ऍक्शन वर्ब ने दाखवलेली आहे ती ऍक्शन वाक्यातला करता करतोय का हे तुम्हाला बघायचंय. मग तो करत असेल ती क्रिया तर ते झालं ऍक्टिव्ह व्हॉइस, आणि ती क्रिया जर त्याच्यावरती घडत असेल तर ते झालं पॅसिव्ह व्हॉइस. म्हणजे आता इथं शिप वॉज बर्न, आता शिप स्वतःलाच बर्न करेल का? नाही, कोणीतरी दुसरं करतंय ना. सो इट इज पॅसिव्ह व्हॉइस. But here, the young man made a disturbance at the meeting. Disturbance कोण करतंय meeting मध्ये? The young man. And the young man is subject of the sentence. So this is active voice. Yes, you can ask who. Yes, it can be done. Sanket, yes. Whatever works for you. Sixth one, you didn't understand. See here, what is the problem? The ship was burned by them or by somebody. This part they have omitted. Okay, that is why you're feeling that this could be a active voice. No, this is a passive voice because the action is being performed on the ship. Ship is not active subject. That is why it is passive voice. Okay, look at the 8th sentence. The captive was bound to a tree. Captive म्हणजे कोणाला तरी पकडून ठेवलंय, that person. Okay, was bound to a tree. So कोणीतरी बांधून ठेवलं ना ट्रीला, कॅप्टिव्हला. whoever was the captive, त्याला कोणीतरी बांधून ठेवलं. So the captive becomes receiver of the action. So passive voice. 9th one, the bird was killed by a cruel boy. Now this is easy. You have by a cruel boy. So this is passive voice, obviously. Then 10th one, the sudden noise frightened the horse. Now pay attention here. Frightened म्हणजे घाबरवलं. कुणाला? हॉर्सला. कुणी? The sudden noise. So this is active voice. Okay, the sudden noise frightened the horse. This is active voice because the action is being performed by the noise itself. Okay, the passive voice will be the horse was frightened by the sudden noise. 8th is passive. 8th one is passive. 11th, he is loved by all. So is loved, it is passive voice. 5th, active. 5th is active, Rituj. 12th one, The exhibition was, okay, let me finish this, then I'll repeat Siddhi. Let me finish the remaining sentences. The exhibition was opened by the governor. Now, this is simple. Active or passive? Passive, correct. By the governor. So, this is passive voice. 13th one. I see a dark cloud. Now, what is the action here? Seeing. Who is seeing? I am. So, active voice. 14th one. His command was promptly obeyed by somebody. So, this is active. Sorry. Passive, sorry. Was promptly obeyed by somebody. This is passive voice. I'm sorry. 14th one is passive voice. 15th one. Some of the cargo had been damaged by the seawater. Again, by the seawater. This is passive voice. Okay, you have doubt in the 10th one. The sudden noise frightened the horse. Now, what is the subject? The sudden noise. Action, what is the verb? Frightened. And the object? The horse. Now, is my subject doing this action of frightening? Yes. Horse ला कोण घाबरवतोय? The noise. Okay. So this is, that is why this is active voice. 10th one is active voice. Yes. 14th is passive. Correct. Aditya. Yes. Clear? How to identify the voice? Will you be able to identify the voice? Whether it is active or passive? Don't get confused at all. Underline subject, verb, object, and see if your subject is doing the action represented by the verb. If yes, then it is active voice. If not, it is passive voice. Okay, I'll solve the rest of the sentences as well. See, nothing will be gained by hurry. Now this is passive voice. Nothing will be gained by hurry. Hurry will gain nothing. 17 one. The dog chased the ship. Active voice. Who is chasing the dog? It is active voice. This letter was posted last night. This is passive voice because somebody posted the letter. Okay, letter did not post itself. कोणीतरी post केलं letter ला. So this is passive voice. The field is plowed. Field is plowed by the farmer. Okay, so 19 is passive. 20. The dog was teased by the boy. Passive, by the boy. So this is passive, simple. 21. The cat drank all the milk. Now what is the action? Action is of drinking. Who is drinking? The cat. Active voice. A stone struck me on the head. Now here, what is the action? To strike, right? Now who is striking? The stone. So this is active voice. 13th one, 23rd, sorry. The old gentleman takes snuff. Now, see, simple, this is active voice because the old gentleman is the excuse me, subject of the sentence. And he is doing that action of taking snuff. 24. The memory was lost by somebody or by me. So this is passive voice. 25. The letter has just been posted again by me. Passive voice. Letter has been posted by somebody. So this is passive voice. 19 is passive. The field is plowed by somebody. Clear? Dhananjay, practice more. Don't get confused. Tell me what is the exact confusion, then I can help you. 13th is active. I see a dark cloud. A dark cloud is seen by me, becomes passive. 22 is active. The field is plowed. You will have to assume some subject here. The field is plowed by farmer. So farmer plows the field is active voice. Okay. I'll give you one more exercise. Now you have to convert it from active to passive. Yes, can you see the page? Yes, try to solve. I have given a sentence and you have to find out if the given sentence is active, you have to choose the correct passive form from the options. If the given sentence is in passive, you have to choose the correct active form from the options. Okay. Solve 1, 2, 3, and then on the right hand side, you can solve 5th, 6th, and 7th. And then I'll show you the 4th and 8th one. Because if I reduce the font, you won't be able to read it. Pradnya, it is a possibility that there may not be the subject given after by. Okay, so look at the verb form. That's what I'm saying. Look at the verb and the subject. You know how to convert from active to passive. So you know how active verb form looks and how the passive verb form is. So depending on that, you can decide. If you feel that particular sentence is an active voice, then what you can do is try to convert it into passive. If you are able to convert it into passive, then yes, your answer is correct. Okay. Hi, yes. Fifth one you can't see here. Here. See, I said solve like this. 1, 2, 3, and here you can see 5th, 6th, and 7th. Okay. Yes, wait. First solve this 6 and then I'll scroll down for 4th and 8th one. 1, 2, 3 and 5, 6, 7 करा आधी. 1, 2, 3 आणि 5, 6, 7 हे करा. मग मी तुम्हाला 4th आणि 8th दाखवते. In exam, please remember to read the given options carefully. Examine each and every option because in MCQ questions, all options are very similar to one another. So read the options very carefully and choose the correct option. Also, one more thing. It is a possibility that sometimes you are not able to answer particular question. Don't send me the answers in chat box because students are sharing their doubts. Don't share answers in the chat box. I was saying, yes, if you skip a particular question, if you're going to skip a particular question, then please mark the option to the correct question in front of the correct question. Okay. Sometimes what happens, you decide to skip that question and then you mark the next question's answer to that question. So whenever you are going to mark the option, make sure you're marking it in front of the correct question number. Huh? Confirm it 2-3 times. Okay, let's see. See the first sentence here. The doctor had examined him. What is this? Active or passive voice? This is active voice, correct. And the correct passive form is, we will solve this. Okay. What is the subject? The doctor. Verb had examined. Him is the object. So I'll start with he. He had been, because this is past perfect tense. So he had been examined by the doctor. So C is correct. He had been examined by the doctor. So now see, there was no need for me to read each and every option. What I did, I solved it and then I'm looking for the correct option. Okay. Don't guess the answer. Solve the sentence and then choose the correct option. She does not like tea. Now she is the subject, does not like is the verb, and then tea. We'll start with tea. Tea is not liked by her. So option 1A is correct. First option. Mr. Anand teaches us science. First answer is option C. Second, A. Okay. Now third one. Science teaches. So simple present tense. So science is taught to us by Mr. Anand. So answer, there are two possibilities here. You can either have science is taught to us by Mr. Anand, or we are taught science by Mr. Anand. Okay, now you can see here first three options are starting with science, but was science was wrong. Science is correct, but if you look here, taught to us should be here, right? So this answer is also wrong. Fourth answer is correct. We are taught science by Mr. Anand. So this is a good example where you have, when you have more than one object, when two objects are present, then you can have two possibilities here, right? Okay, so option D is correct. Fifth one, he hates bad people. Second answer is option A. He hates bad people. So bad people are hated by him. So option D is correct. She has written letters. Letters have been written by her because it is letters, plural. So have. Has written means present perfect. So I'll write have been. Letters have been written by her. Option D is correct here. Now seventh one is repeated, right? Yes. So let's solve the fourth and eighth sentence. Okay, somebody is saying that why not were, letters were, because see here, she has written letters. This is present perfect and not past perfect. That is why. And this is a perfect tense. So were will never come in perfect tense. Whatever is the tense. In perfect tense, you will either have has or have or had. Please remember. Okay. Fifth one is option D. Bad people are hated by him. Not are written, have been written. It is has, perfect tense, Apurva. She has written letters. So has च होतं has been or have been. Why have been? Letters plural. That is why. So option D is correct. Letters have been written by her. Okay, see the fourth one is I heard Mukesh once. So what will be the answer? Was heard by me once. Right? So here option A is correct. Yes, yes, I'll show you the third and fourth answer. C is Mukesh is heard by me once and none of these. So both are wrong. Here option 1 is correct. Yes, you can see here. I heard Mukesh once. Mukesh was heard by me once. Okay, wait. Apurva has been. Been will never come in the active sentence. We add been or being in passive voice, never in active. In active voice, if you have been, that tense cannot be converted into passive voice. Only first three types of present and first three types of past can be converted into passive. Present and been will be present in active voice only if it is present perfect continuous tense, which is not converted into passive. Okay, try the eighth one. I was making a plan. Which will be the correct option? Sunita, understand each tense correctly. Tense in the sense, pay attention to the verb. What is the verb form in each tense? Yes, eighth one, option D is correct. A plan was being made by me. See, there is also this option. A plan was made by me. Okay, so in a hurry, you may make a mistake and say that this is the correct option. No, as there is ing in the given sentence, it is important that you add being. A plan was being made by me. Okay. And last one, they helped her. Yes, correct. D option is correct. She is helped by them. Okay. I hope now everyone has an idea how to solve questions based on active passive voice. Yes, she is helped by them. Ninth answer is option D. Okay. Okay. Imperative sentence. There are two, three ways of correct converting imperative sentence into passive voice. I will show you. Wait. Till then, does everyone know different types of sentences. Four types of sentences. Yes. You have declarative sentence, interrogative sentence, then exclamatory and imperative, right? So I'll show you few questions, possible questions, which can come on types of sentences. Before that, let me show you how to write passive voice of imperative sentence. Let us suppose this is the sentence. Open the door. Then the passive voice is written like this. Let the door be opened. Because the imperative sentence will always have object present. Even if the subject is absent, imperative sentence, they do have object. So you start with let, the object, the door, helping verb be, past participle of the verb, opened, clean the room. Let the room, okay, this should be the room, not your room. Let the room be cleaned. Speak the truth. Let the truth be spoken. Here, I think Sanket asked now. Yes, Tanishka, I'll be discussing simple compound complex. Yes. I will cover each and every topic from your syllabus. Don't worry. Yes, so I was saying that uh, based on types of sentences, they can either ask you the questions based on the form of particular sentence. For example, you know that declarative sentence will always end with a full stop. The form of declarative sentence will be always subject plus verb plus object. Then in imperative sentence, the subject is absent. So imperative, yes. And in interrogative sentences, they will end with question mark. Exclamatory sentence will end with exclamation mark. So they may ask you question on based on that which type of sentence ends with the exclamation mark. Or you can have sentence questions like this. Is this readable? Or do you want me to? Yes, okay, let's see here. I'm just showing you that what type of questions can be asked based on types of sentences. Choose the correct alternative which shows assertive sentence. Krishna is my friend. Will you be my friend? Why did you come here and come urgently? So here, Krishna is my friend is the assertive sentence. That is option A. Correct. Choose the correct alternative which shows negative sense. Mohan will continue his job. My job was boundless. Raju is seeking a timely help and I shall not come. So here option D is correct. Yes. Choose correct alternative which shows imperative showing request. Read the options and tell me which is the correct answer. Yes, option B is correct. Please is used. That is correct. Choose the correct alternative which shows imperative for order. Will you please come? How will they come? Nobody will leave the ground without permission and leave and let leave. Yes, option C is correct. Fifth one. Choose correct alternative which shows WH question. Which is the correct option? Option C. Right. How will you help me? Find out the exclamatory sentence. Which is the exclamatory sentence? Option A. Correct. Choose correct alternative which shows rhetorical question. Rhetor yes, rhetorical means which is not supposed to be actually a question. Means the answer is not expected. Okay. Solve solve till 10th. रेणुका सेकंडचा आन्सर डी होतं. आय शॅल नॉट कम. त्याच्यात निगेशन आलं ना म्हणून. Yes. So seventh one, the answer is A. Will you come for the program? Rhetorical question is generally which is not asked to get the answer per se. You are just trying to make a point. You're putting a point. You don't expect answer in written. Okay. Actually, this is not clear. I think all options are wrong here for rhetorical. Okay. No, rhetorical is not yes, no type question. No. For example, if I say, how could I be this stupid? If I say like that. So I'm not asking anybody's opinion on it. Okay. I'm just expressing my anger through a question. That is rhetorical question. Okay. Here actually all the given options are wrong. Okay. So ignore the seventh one. Did you understand rhetorical question? Yes, correct, correct. All four options are wrong here. Yes. No, D is exclamatory sentence. It's not a question. Rhetorical question is a question. Yes, there will be a question mark, but we don't expect answer. Okay. Ignore it. Don't get confused. Choose correct alternative. Look at the eighth one. Choose correct alternative which shows imperative sentence. Have you come for program? Come here urgently. Why will you help me? And what a wonderful person. Option B is correct. Yes. Find out the exclamatory sentence. Ninth one. What a surprising thing it is. Rahul is very brilliant. He studied hard And how will he come? Option A. Yes. What a surprising thing it is. Correct. Find out the assertive sentence. Hooray, India won the toss. How do you come here? Mahesh comes very early and I asks a question. No. Option D is grammatically wrong. Okay, here option C will be correct. Mahesh comes very early. Fifth one. You want me to answer fifth one? Yes. Fifth one here. Option C is correct. How will you help me? Imperative sentence means आज्ञार्थी वाक्य. Imperative will have commands, then requests. That is imperative. Command, request is there. Orders are given. Correct. Would is not a WH word. Would is not a WH word. That is why. Which are the WH words? What, where, when, why, whom, how. These are WH words. That is why. Third one. Request. So option B. Because please is used. That is why. So will you be able to solve questions based on types of sentences? As I said, they may ask you questions based on its form, that exclamation mark is used in which type of sentence, question mark is used where, or like this, identify the type. Third one, option B. Shivanya, actually, they will not ask you rhetorical question. Okay, don't worry. Rhetorical question, as I said, is just used to express your point where you are not expecting answer from the other person. So for a rhetorical question, we will need a context. We will need what is going on. And then you can say that it's a rhetorical question. It's not a actual question. The answer is not expected. So as I said, I gave you one example. If I am angry with myself, I'll say, how could I be this stupid? Now this is a question, but how could I be this stupid? There will be a question mark, right? But there I'm not expecting answer from anyone. So that becomes a rhetorical question. Okay. No, third one, Aditi, they are asking specifically imperative showing request. So in option B only they have used please. Clear both topics, voice, types of sentences. Okay. Now I'm moving to the next topic. It is one of the topics from transformation of sentences, where we convert sentence from to so that. Okay, I'll be discussing that because we still have half an hour. Before that, let me tell you the topics for today's test. I have given questions based on comprehension. Okay, in your syllabus, you will get just 6 to 8 lines, very small passage. You have to read the passage, not a big one, just a very short passage, even just 1 or 2 paragraphs, and you will have questions based on it. So comprehension I have given. Then I have given questions based on alphabetical order. Everybody knows how to write words in alphabetical order. Yes, so there are questions based on alphabetical order. Then I have given questions based on correct spelling. Correct spelling means what? They'll give you four words as four options. You have to choose that which is the correct spelling of that word. Okay. Now there are two possibilities here. You may get four different words and you have to identify which word is spelled correctly, or they may give you four variations of the same word. Again, you have to choose the correct spelling. Will you be able to solve? Choosing the correct spelling? Yes. So this is the third point I have given. Next is I have given few questions based on types of sentences, which we just discussed. Then questions based on articles, a and the, question tag, and tenses. So these three topics we discussed yesterday: tenses, question tag, and articles. So these are the 7 points I have covered in today's test. Okay. I'm trying to cover as much as I can in your test so you will have practice. No, voice. I have not given questions based on voice today. No. Okay. Ready? Let's discuss next topic. What is it? To add so that. Yes, you will get 50 MCQs, correct. Yes, you have subject verb agreement in your syllabus. 50 MCQs, you have to choose the correct option. Yes, okay. Let's see this topic, very simple topic. To and so that. A sentence which is written using to structure can be converted into so that structure, and sentence given in so that structure can be converted into to structure. Okay, vice versa. So both possibilities are there, that they will give you a sentence which has to and you have to convert it into so that, or they will give you sentence with so that and convert it into to. Or the third possibility here could be that they will give you two separate sentences and you have to join the sentences either using to or so that. Clear? Three possibilities for the question: either the conversion or joining the two sentences. Let's see. He is very old, he cannot work. We can combine these two sentences using the structures to and so that. The words to and so are adverbs that can replace the word very. Okay, to, to, and so can be used to replace the word very. Everybody focus and pay attention. Don't write anything. The grammatical construction to plus adjective or adverb plus to. Infinitive. Two infinitive means what? To plus verb has a negative meaning. But in order to get the negative meaning, there should have a contrasting connotation in the total sense denoted by the adjective or adverb. Okay, ignore this, ignore this. You will get confused. Just look here, to. What does it represent? To shows undesirable excess and has a kind of negative meaning. It has a negative connotation to it. Means what? See, when I'm saying she was too tired to walk, means what? There is excess, she is excessively tired, or she is very tired and she's not able to walk. So this structure is used to represent that there is some undesirable excess of something. It was too cold to go out. म्हणजे खूप जास्ती थंड आहे म्हणून बाहेर जाऊ शकत नाही. Okay, so because of this excess of something is prohibiting us from doing something. So structure, sentence, look at the sentence. How is this sentence? She was too tired to walk. What is to walk? It is infinitive. To plus verb. To go out. Infinitive. Okay, so this is the sentence structure of to. You have TOO plus adjective or adverb plus to infinitive. The boy has too little intelligence to understand this. Means what? The intelligence is so low that he cannot understand this. Sometimes the clauses may have different subjects and then we use a structure with for. For example, the tea was very hot. I couldn't drink it. Okay. आता इथे वरती जे आपण तिन्ही सेंटेन्स बघितले, these three examples, the subject was same. Means what? Who is tired? She. Who is not able to walk? She. So the subject is common. Okay. The boy who doesn't have the intelligence, the boy. Who is not able to understand? The boy. Okay. But what they're saying, if suppose you have such sentences where the subjects are different, here the tea was very hot. What is very hot? The tea. And who is not able to drink it? I. So if you have two separate subjects, then how we are going to write the sentence? The tea was too hot for me to drink. So what has changed? We have just added this for me, which was the second subject, because it is difficult for me to drink. Okay, the rest of the structure is same. TOO plus adjective or adverb plus to infinitive. Here, the tea was too hot for me to drink. Few more examples, see. Her behavior was very rude. I couldn't tolerate it. So, her behavior was, I am replacing very with TOO. Her behavior was too rude for me to tolerate. See again. First sentence is, her behavior was very rude. So instead of very, we are going to write too. Her behavior was too rude. What is the second subject? I'll write for me. Her behavior was too rude for me. And just select the verb from the second sentence, tolerate. And you are going to write it in infinitive form, to tolerate. The weather was very hot. We didn't go out. The weather was too hot for us to go out. She has become very fat. She cannot wear her old clothes. She has become too fat. See, very fat becomes too fat. Immediately what you're going to write? The verb from the second sentence. To wear her old clothes. Have you understood how two sentences are written? Okay, now let's see how you're going to write the same sentences using so that. The structure so that can be used to show cause and effect. Cause and effect means what? काहीतरी झालंय म्हणून त्याचा काहीतरी आपल्याला इफेक्ट मिळतो. Means reason for something and what is the effect of it. Okay. She was very tired. She could not walk. So how will I join it using so that? She was so tired. See, I'm using so instead of very. No, Ruturaj, this is not infinite sentence. No. टू प्लस वर्ब जे आहे ना त्याला इन्फिनिटिव्ह म्हणतात. टू प्लस वर्ब, टू प्लस V1 बेस फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब त्याला इन्फिनिटिव्ह असं म्हणतात. ते नॉन फायनाईट सेंटेन्सचा टाईप आहे तो. ह्या सेंटेन्सला इन्फिनिटिव्ह म्हणत नाहीत. ओके, पे अटेन्शन हियर. Instead of very, I am going to write so. She was very tired. She was so tired that. And then I'm going to write the whole sentence as it is. That she could not walk. सेकंड सेंटेन्स मध्ये आपण काही चेंज करत नाही. आपण तसंच लिहितो. फक्त इथं वेरीच्या जागी सो लिहिणार. शी वॉज सो टायर्ड दॅट शी कुड नॉट वॉक. बघा कॉज आणि इफेक्ट आहे ना. व्हॉट इज द कॉज? कारण काय आहे? दॅट शी इज टायर्ड. अँड व्हॉट इज द इफेक्ट? शी इज नॉट एबल टू वॉक. सो कॉज अँड इफेक्ट. And same can be expressed using to. She was too tired to walk. या दोघांमधला डिफरन्स समजून घ्या. टू मध्ये आपण काय करतो? टू टायर्ड नंतर आपण डायरेक्टली टू प्लस मेन वर्ब लिहितो सेकंड सेंटेन्स मधलं. सो दॅट मध्ये आपण काय करतो? व्हेरीच्या जागी सो लावतो आणि दॅट नंतर सेकंड सेंटेन्स ऍज इट इज लिहितो. चेंज नाही करत काय. ओके, लेट्स सी फ्यू मोर एक्झाम्पल्स. आता त्यांनी सेम दोन सेंटेन्सेस सो दॅटने पण जॉईन केलेत आणि टू ने पण जॉईन केलेत. It was very late, we didn't go out. It was so late that we didn't go out. Or you can write, it was too late for us to go out. She was very angry, she tore the letter up. She was so angry that she tore the letter up. Or you can write, she was too angry not to tear the letter up. इथे काय चेंज झालं बघा. जनरली सेकंड सेंटेन्स मध्ये निगेशन हे ऑलरेडी असतं. नॉट इज प्रेझेंट. बट हिअर निगेशन वॉज नॉट देअर. सो वी हॅड टू इंट्रोड्यूस इट. दॅट इज वाय दे आर रायटिंग शी वॉज टू अँग्री नॉट टू टिअर द लेटर अप. He was very slow. He couldn't keep pace with his friends. He was so slow that he couldn't keep pace with his friends. Or you can write, he was too slow to keep pace with his friends. See, too plus adjective or adverb plus to plus verb to keep. नाही, meaning नाही चेंज झालं सृष्टी. बिकॉज आपण मीनिंग इथे चेंज नाही झालं. इथे निगेशन नव्हतं. आपण निगेशन टू मध्ये काढतोय बघा. वी डिडंट गो आउट. इट वॉज टू लेट फॉर अस टू गो आउट. इथं जेव्हा तू लिहिते ना नॉट टू टिअर द लेटर अप, इथं अर्थ काय होतोय की ती इतकी चिडली होती की तिने लेटर न फाडायचा प्रश्नच नाही. इतकी जास्त ती चिडली होती. तसं एक्सेस आपण म्हटलं ना, अनडिझायरेबल एक्सेस. ओके, ट्राय दिस. Try these sentences. How you are going to solve, I'll tell you. 12 sentences are there. You are going to join first 6 using to and next 6 using so that. Clear? Join first 6 sentences using to structure and next 6 using so that. And if you have doubts, you can ask me in the chat box. I'll solve your doubts. No, we do not change tense. Tense is kept as it is. Okay, Aishwarya, I have asked to join the first 6 sentences using to, and next 6, that is 7 to 12, using so that. Siddhi, pay attention that there are two subjects. Two subjects. How do we join when there are two separate subjects? We use for. Omkar, you want question for what? Question for this exercise? Okay, you have to join first 6 sentences using to, and second 6 using so that. This is the exercise. Nupur, 12th one is you have to do your just like the rest of the sentences. Yes, Pranit, I will be sharing this PDF. I'll share all the PDFs with you, don't worry. Okay. No, Tanishq. Try again. Third one. You have to make use of for you. And I will be sharing lists with you all, lists of synonyms, antonyms. So please go through those lists, okay? Whenever you get time, read those lists. Yes, Parth, I have messaged the person I had shared it with. Okay, so I'll see why you have not received it. Okay. Yes, all the 12 sentences can be joined using both to as well as so that. Finish solving. Should I show you the answers? Okay. See here, they have given answers for both. Huh? Check your answers. They have given both structures. Wait, I will zoom out. Yes, can you see? He is too poor to send his children to school, or it can also be written as he is so poor that he cannot send his children to school. The puzzle was too difficult for me to solve. So see, when the sentences will have separate subjects, you have to make use of this structure, for me. He is too strong for you to beat. Okay, many students had option here doubt with the third one. Very good, Vedant. Nice. He is too strong for you to beat. See, as you practice more and more, you get a knack of it. Okay. No, Omkar, to get beaten by you, you are converting it to a passive voice. No, that is not the way. No, to be beaten by you is wrong. That is passive voice. This is not voice. No, Bharat. Then you will be changing the meaning. The house is too small to accommodate everybody. That is the correct way. For we are using Raj, we are using for when we have two separate subjects. I showed you here the example. Yes, see here. See, in the first example, he is very old and he cannot walk. Now, who is old? He is old. And who is not able to walk, not able to work? The same person. Means the subject for both the sentence is the same. Correct? Then there is no need to use for because you will directly join the two, that he is too old to work. But if suppose you have two separate subjects like this, the tea was very hot and I couldn't drink it. Now here what is hot? Tea. And who is not able to drink? I. So I have two separate subjects now. So how will we join these? Using for. For example, the tea was too hot for me to drink. Because if you omit this, then there is then we are not including the second sentence. The tea was too hot for me to drink. Clear? Raj and everybody else understood where to use for? Yes, I'm showing the answers again. Wait. Okay, you have doubt with the fourth one. Let me see the given sentence. The house is very small. It cannot accommodate everybody. Okay. Now see Pratiksha, how can you include for us if it is not there in the original sentence itself? For us दिलच नाही है ना original sentence मध्ये. We are not adding anything. Please remember this. You have to work with what is given to you. तुम्हाला जे दिलेलं आहेत words, work with those words. Don't add your own words. Don't subtract any words. Okay. Any other doubt? I will share this PDF so you can go through these answers again. As I said, they have given both the structures. So at home, you can try writing all the 12 sentences in both structures. Okay, to and so that. Sairaj, I don't know. You will have to ask in the office. Okay. Yes. Let's stop here today. See, we have discussed 3 points today: voice, to so that structure, and types of sentences. Okay. All the best for your test today, and I'll meet you tomorrow. Yes, thank you and bye bye. Take care. Bye bye.